welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do some simple makeup. I am not going to go all out. I'm just going to go for like what I would wear if I was going out, because I am going out and I just kind of want to keep things simple, straightforward, and good. So I washed and moisturized my face. Nothing too fancy now that I'm thinking about it. I should put some moisturizer on, some sunscreen on, so I'm gonna put a little sunscreen on my face. I have some facial sunscreen, but I have my body sunscreen right here, so I'm just gonna put this on. Oh, nothing like the smell of sunscreen. But important to take care of your skin, no matter what your complexion is. Important to protect it from UVA and UVB rays, because we want to look gorgeous forever. Now, I was thinking about my complexion situation, and I don't really have a lot of foundations that are light coverage, and because I do prefer like a fuller coverage look, and I know that there are a lot of things coming out, so I really want to give those a try. So I'm probably just going to do mostly concealer for this, just to kind of even out my skin tone a little bit. So I have my colors of this. My stomach is killing me. So anywhere that I have several colors of the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define concealer, which I'm running super low on a lot of my colors, so I need to re-up on that. But I'm just gonna take that and go in any place where I want it to blend in with my natural skin tone. This is such a good concealer. This is my favorite concealer. Okay, so after that, I don't really have anything here that I feel the need to do that. Now I have two shades of highlighting concealer. I have C1 and I have C.5. The C.5 is really, really light, and I use that for like more extreme highlighting. The the C1 is the color that I'll use when I want to highlight. And I know there's always the like 2 shades lighter, 2 shades darker, all that stuff about how you highlight your face and whatnot. For me, it's hard to get something that's much lighter than my face, because I'm so fair that it just doesn't exist. But that's okay. We do our best. Hello, welcome in. I'm just doing a quick makeup look to go out and, live my life a little bit. So, bring my little beauty sponge, and then I'm going to get this wet really quickly. 1 second. Okay, and then I'm going to blend this color out. This isn't going to be a crazy makeup tutorial. I just don't have time for that today. I do have something scheduled for tomorrow, which is also not a makeup tutorial. So I need to get my stuff together and get a good makeup tutorial going. But because I think we all seem to have the most fun with that one, those types of videos, right? Making sure I blend under my chin where I did apply that skin tone color. On my nose a little bit. So really just evening it out without looking like I have a ton of makeup on. It's kind of the goal. To make sure I don't have any huge streaks here or anything like that. I'm gonna take this contour wand from e.l.f. and apply a little bit right in that area. Just gonna sharpen up the face a little bit. Give it a little bit more color. I'll probably put some bronzer on, so it won't be just this. Now, even if I'm not wearing a ton of makeup, I still do powder a lot because I am just so oily that it's still like I can wear no makeup and I still have a super oily forehead. So powdering really helps me get through the day without kind of looking like slip and slide is on my forehead. So I'm going to powder this quite a bit because that's just what I do, and I find that it's helpful. If you don't like to powder a lot for whatever reason, that's okay. You know, makeup is so individualized about what works for you. And I really only put this much powder on places where I do crease and get oily a lot, or my makeup tends to kind of get kind of disappear throughout the day. If I have that issue, then because like right here, I don't get oily, but my makeup doesn't tend to last, and that is frustrating if you're trying to keep makeup on there. This also kind of serves a secondary function of keeping makeup on, or it helps brighten makeup a little bit. Now there are different colors of setting powder, and there's like a like this is a translucent powder. However, it does have flashback, and it can look a little ashy on people who have a darker complexion. And then there are powders that have more color in them, like here is the color chestnut from Ben Nye. So this is going to have a lot more color in it, but it's still a translucent powder. It doesn't mean it's an invisible powder. It just means that it's not going to provide a ton of color. It's just going to work with the skin to help set the powder or set the product you have underneath. So when you're baking, you want to let it sit for a little bit. So what I'm going to do now is do my eyebrows. I think I'm going to do yellow eyebrows because that's just kind of the vibe I've been feeling lately. So this one is from Stila, and it's in the color Canary. Maybe this will work. I know I have another yellow liner somewhere. So I'm going to take a brush with a spoolie end just to make sure I don't have any powder in it. Let me try to find what. There we go. Like, I know I have like 10 brushes that have a spoolie. So I'm just going to make sure that there's no powder in them. And then I'll go through with a pencil. It's like I can't see it. So where did they go? I'm doing a brow that's kind of straighter than I normally go. Okay, and then I'm going to take my powder brush and just get rid of any excess. I guess I did have my powder foundation. I'm going to use that. I have my one size powder foundation. I'm just going to use that same brush. And my face is going to look really powdery for a little bit until the rest of my natural oil is going to get with the program, and they're like, oh yeah, we need to show up to the party. So that's okay. That's part of the process for me. Just kind of about knowing how your face operates and whatnot. Next, I'm going to take a brush, and I'm going to kind of like a tapered brush like this, and I'm going to take a bronzer and use that to warm up my face a little bit, and also do like the tiniest bit of sculpting to be a little bit more masculine. Instead of ending here, I go down like this, and that slims my face, and it also kind of makes my face a little bit more angular. And then with the jawline going straight down, and then defining the jawline a little bit can kind of help do some masculinization. It's a word that I can't often say just because it's a difficult word. My mouth gets all For my nose, when I'm doing kind of my more masculine makeup, well, first of all, I put contour in between my eyebrows to kind of create the illusion of a little bit more of a brow ridge. And then I like my nose to actually look a little larger than it is because I have a really small nose. So I just put a little bit of contour, the teeniest bit, all over, and it makes your nose look larger. But it's not a huge like what is going on type of thing. So that's pretty much all the bronzer I put. This is not going to be a crazy makeup look by any means. I do think I'm going to put some blush on, just because I feel like I'm still kind of a little devoid of like natural coloring, so it does look a little bit makeupy. I'm going to use this insanely old blush that I have, but I found that it's the perfect color for just kind of creating a natural, like, you naturally have redness in your skin, but in a non-offensive way. And I just put a little bit kind of in these places. It's one of my favorite like masculine makeup. This is Studio Gear, which used to be sold at Sally Beauty Supply, and this is the color Sun Glow. So it's this color right here, and it just works so well to kind of give that like humanizing kind of blushing, but like or like just like natural flush to the skin, and I feel like it looks really good. So I'm going to put on I'm going to try a new mascara. I generally hate mascaras, and I just find that they just make my life miserable. However, I do want to do a wear test for this mascara, so I'm going to be doing that in another video, in case people want to try something new. It's a Milani mascara. Apparently, it's not new at all. And I found out about it through these people on TikTok called the Lipstick Lesbians. One of them is a makeup formulator, so she really knows her stuff in terms of what's going in, like not only like ingredients, but product packaging and like delivery systems and all that stuff, which I'm super interested in. Kind of like the science behind makeup, and she knows a lot about it. So I do watch them quite a bit, and she's got some good insights. Although I don't agree with everything that she says, and not in like a way that's like I'm trying to be like a dick. It's just like I disagree with some of her hot takes, and that's okay. That's okay. That's why we have people with different opinions, and that's all good. For lipstick, I just want something that looks like my natural lips. So I'm just going to line uh, it's actually really weird to not overline my lips because that's what I do pretty much all the time. I think I'm just going to even out the top so that my Cupid's bow isn't as prominent, which I think will actually, with how people are doing lipstick now, might make it look even more prominent. Who knows? Depends on what I put on top. And I'm going to fill in my lips with this color. And then I'm just going to use a gloss. And nothing particularly special probably about this gloss. I do really like this gloss. I was going to put a clear gloss. I really did not do a great job lining my lips, but I do like sparkle. This is the Filler Instinct from NYX. It's been discontinued at this point, I believe. But this is such a good gloss, and it does give kind of like I just got my lips pumped look with its shine, because it has mica in it to add shimmer, and then it has glitter in it, but the glitter is very subtle, so that it just kind of looks super shiny. It was definitely a great product. So actually, I'm gonna put a little eyeshadow on. I always underestimate how much I just love putting makeup on. With this, I'm going to put a teeny bit of eye primer on that doesn't have any color. I'm gonna put that on my lid as well as kind of like right here, because I'm gonna create a little bit of shadow. We're gonna go in with the bronzer color, and just a really fluffy brush. Just to kind of create some color on the lids. Doesn't need to be extravagant or neat or clean. It just kind of gives like a little bit of color onto the lids. And then I want to take really like this palette, but I want to use something so I don't have to go to that other palette. Okay. Okay, and I'm going to take something that's kind of like a medium pink. And go on my inner part of my lid. And then I'm also going to take this down a little bit, which is going to make me look a little bit more tired, just because pinker tones under the eyes tend to kind of make you look a little bit more tired. However, see how that kind of just made it look a little bit more natural, like I'm not going nuts and wearing 8 pounds of makeup like I actually am. Sometimes doing makeup that looks natural can be way harder than doing makeup that doesn't. It's kind of funny that way. I'm going to take that same color and I'm going to go on the outer third of my lid. And then I might take something with a little bit more oomph. This is kind of like a wine color, and put that in the same places. Just a teeny bit. You don't need a ton. I'm just gonna like let that be blended out. So for me, this is good. And once I put mascara on, I think that it'll look a lot more natural. But I think that that's going to be it, other than putting setting spray on everything. In which case, I can actually do that right now because I don't like to put setting spray on and all that stuff. I don't actually use setting spray that much because I don't find a lot of it works. I do have some that does work, but I only use that for, I save it for like the times when it's really I actually this one I really do like. It's actually really good. This is the Professional Super Setter. Um, if I put sorry if I messed up the microphone. If I put mascara on after or before setting spray, there is a chance it could run and get ruined and all of this stuff. So I put my setting spray on first, and the one I'm using is not waterproof. I don't know if it comes in a waterproof. They do have waterproof mascaras with Milani, but this specific mascara is a tubing mascara, and I'm not sure if I've ever used one. I might have. I feel like I might have used like a CoverGirl one, but I still just like don't really know if anything's gonna work on my really short, really tiny, really downward facing like lashes. There's not much that does anything to them. Actually, I really haven't found much that does anything to them. So if you have a favorite mascara, let me know. If you have similar lashes and you found something that works, let me know. Because I've tried, I feel like everything. The only thing that I really don't like doing is using anything that involves heat. So any like heated curlers or anything like that, because over like it's like straightening your hair every day. Like over time your hair is going to get damaged, and I don't want to hurt my brows more than I already do. So yeah, so thank you for hanging out with me. I know this was a very simple and basic makeup look. I'm gonna put some mascara on and do a wear test with the other with the mascara. So I hope you watch and enjoy that when that comes out. Tomorrow I'm having a premiere, so this is 5/9/2025. On 5/10 I'm having a premiere where I do something completely different than what I've done before. And for me, this was something that was actually really exciting when I thought of the idea, so I hope other people think it's exciting. But I basically go through a makeup website's page, and I just kind of like make guesses on whether or not I think the product is good or not. It might seem stupid, but there are so many makeup products, and I find that it's really overwhelming. I've been doing makeup for a really long time. I've gone in like in some of these places, like the one I reviewed was Elf at Ulta, and I've touched a lot of these products. I've had the opportunity to touch a lot of these products and get a feel for them. And then when I can get a feel for them, sometimes I can get a better idea of whether or not they work or not. So I feel like that is something. See, like I'm already well with the setting spray. It makes it look more luminous and more like skin-like, which is cool. But it always makes me nervous because I'm like, oh my gosh, my makeup skin just. But anyways, I hope you enjoy my video tomorrow. Please join me for the premiere and we can chit chat about it and we can see if we have the same opinions. If you've tried something, let me know. That is going to be on my makeup page. So that's going to be my YouTube makeup page. You can find it by searching at Makeup Edu. And yeah, so if you want to join me, I would really appreciate that. And yeah, so I hope you have a good day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.